Hi everyone, we are live and about to start recording. So, welcome to all our new members. I'm sorry that last week we unfortunately did not have a live at 5, but it's good to be back. It's good to be here, and we're gonna just have fun, go through the cryptocurrency news using the Bitcoin Chaser website. All links to everything we discuss are available in the description below. You can simply go and click and follow along if you like. Or if you're watching at a later stage or you want to catch up after the live stream has been completed, you can use that as like a navigational hub. Right, so we're on the Bitcoin Chaser website and we can see all the casino, blockchain, and ICO related news. We also have this neat little index of the current price and the 24-hour change of coins like Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Litecoin, Dash, XMR. We can see the Bitcoin Chaser blog information, which is really interesting to read. You should check that out. We also have press releases, events, right? These are all the events up and coming in the months to come that you can actually go and use as like a agenda plan, right? If you want to go and you want to attend some events or you want to find where some live events are, you can use that. We have a featured ICO section where we show you our featured ICO. We also have a gambling and casino section with all sorts of guides and casino reviews. We have a exclusive crypto guide section and a quote of the week, as well as some who's who in the cryptocurrency world. For this particular video, we're going to be going over some of the newest news releases, some of the newest stuff that's come out in terms of news in the cryptocurrency market. And there's no reason to not just begin right away. So welcome to everybody watching. If you are watching, I hope you enjoy. Let's get into it. Google bans cryptocurrency mining apps from the App Store. This is incredibly interesting because why would they ban it, right? Let's find out. So what we've done is we've taken out some key points of the PRs and the news, and we're going to kind of go over those key points, and you can read up more information and kind of get some more info out of it by going and viewing the article in your own time. So the first piece of information we have is with the release of Google's new policy update on Thursday, cryptocurrency mining apps are now prohibited on the official Android App Store. The official Google report states that we don't allow apps that mine cryptocurrency on devices. We permit apps that remotely manage the mining of cryptocurrency, the policy states. So they don't allow an app on your phone that allows you to basically access the app and use your phone's processing power to actually mine for cryptocurrency. Google's mining app ban intends to prevent cybercrime and malicious activities often seen in the world of crypto. Now, I think this also has a lot to do with a user not actually being aware that their mobile device is mining cryptocurrency, maybe while playing a game or visiting some sort of new app on the App Store. This is a real problem. It can really, really affect the way you use your phone on a day-to-day basis. Just picture it for a second. Let's say this app that you've just downloaded that you are completely unaware that it's mining cryptocurrency, but is open in the background, is using, I don't know, 80% of your phone's processing power. Now try and actually operate your phone normally, having something using that much processing power. Maybe it's using 100% processing power. You're going to struggle to send WhatsApp messages. You're going to struggle to go into any sort of other application that might consume a lot of processing power, especially games, right? If you're on your phone and you're trying to use an app and it's very slow and sluggish, it becomes unusable. So I think that has a lot to do with why this particular policy has now been updated in this way. Popularity will play a huge role here. Some of the apps that have been banned from the Google Play might show up on other app stores. This might cause developers to mitigate and migrate to these app stores permanently, pulling Google Play usage down. So what they're suggesting here is basically that now that a policy has been put in place to prevent you from being able to access the App Store and download apps that can mine cryptocurrency, developers are actually going to say to themselves, well, why don't I just create an app and put it somewhere else? Now, a big problem here is a lot of the majority of apps and developers go straight to the Google Play Store, go straight to the iOS App Store. It's a bit difficult to find apps and stuff on other app stores unless you're an experienced kind of person. On the mining side, increasing difficulty will probably make smartphones obsolete as mining devices on most worthwhile coins in any case. So I agree, but I disagree. Unless you have a lot of mobile phones all mining cryptocurrency, yeah, you're kind of doing it right. I guess you're kind of mining, but realistically, how much of that are you actually going to be providing to a network using your mobile phone? Now, yes, I know some mobile phones do have processing power capabilities and hash power capabilities of some, I don't know, standalone laptops and low level computers, but even those machines aren't really doing much use. So read up more about it. Link is in the description. But for now, let's move on to the next article, right? So Openbazaar updates now allow users to trade up to 1,500 coins. But what is Openbazaar, right? What is Openbazaar actually doing? Who is Openbazaar? Openbazaar. Who is Openbazaar? And let's take a look at it. So Openbazaar has released its 2.2.2 version of its platform, which allows users to trade 1,500 plus currencies. Now, if I remember correctly, Openbazaar only had about 60 coins until this update. So a huge update on that side of things, you know. But why use Openbazaar? This is an important piece of news for the community, given that Openbazaar is a peer-to-peer trading network where no KYC processes are necessary. So you don't have to submit any form of documentation that says who you are. Openbazaar is a peer-to-peer application that allows you to trade directly without the involvement of third parties, thus eradicating fees and other restrictions that come with trading across borders and dealing with financial institutions. Okay, that's another one, right? You can actually trade your currencies with less fees. Can't complain about less fees, right? Openbazaar is an open source software program and was designed to facilitate the buying and selling of goods and services for every potential seller or purchaser the world over. On their blog post, Openbazaar explained one of its flagship improvements clearly. The first is the ability for users offering to trade coins to mark up or discount their price. Instead of only being able to offer a trade at market price, they can choose to add a markup, which will automatically increase the price to the buyer based on the percentage they choose. I agree and I disagree. You know, there are exchanges out there that allow you to set your own custom buy order price and sell order prices. You know, it's still an advantage over something like a Luna exchange, where if you want to sell your Bitcoin, you can go on and open a trade order, but it's kind of cumbersome and fickly. So yeah, an improvement nonetheless. The second feature, which seems to be the one that most people are excited about, is the fact that Openbazaar allows for the trade of over 1,500 coins. The previous version only allowed to trade in 60 coins, so this is a significant improvement by Openbazaar. Completely agreed, right? Completely agreed. Being able to trade 60 coins, being able to trade 1,500, there is a clear winner there. Certainly, anyone who believes in the core principles that Bitcoin and other altcoins expose will find that this kind of platform that the space needs is let's try that again. Anyone who believes in the core principles that Bitcoin and other altcoins expose will find that this is the kind of platform that the space needs, regardless of the language they speak. No one owns this forward-thinking platform. Each user contributes equally and takes ownership of their own store and private information. That's really cool. I like that, right? Have you looked at Openbazaar? If so, let us know what you think of the platform. If you want to go check it out, head over to the article. Link is in the description. You can read up more. Right, Chinese blockchain evolution. Proudly not Chinese. Now, what on earth could this possibly mean? So we've taken out some really important factors, and we're going to read about them now. China released its third monthly CCID Global Public Blockchain Technology Assessment Index. According to this index, the top 5 ranking blockchain platforms are EOS, Ethereum, Nebulous, GX Chain, and lastly Neo. This index is based on the main factors: basic technology, application, and innovation. So China released their assessment index, their third assessment index, and according to the report, of the top 5 blockchains listed, only Neo is based in China. The implications of this are, of course, that China isn't particularly interested in backing a project that goes against its agenda, even if it can be implemented in a centralized way. The government there has also discouraged miners from continuing to participate in the industry, so why ignore one of their potentially greatest homegrown sources of revenue in this industry? Very true point. Major financial institutions in China, including the Chinese Mint and the China Banking Regulatory Commission, are looking to Ethereum for the implementation of new ideas. So they're not chucking everything, but they are looking into one particular coin for the implementation of some new ideas. The more pressing question is, why would they choose Ethereum when so many argue that Neo is so much more efficient and secure than Ethereum for DApp development? Now, I could be wrong. They could have possibly not had the chance to look fully into EOS, as probably when the time this was being done, Ethereum might have been at the top of the list, right? So very interesting. What do you think about this? Read up more. Link is in the description. Another hack, right? This is happening a lot. This isn't just a one-time thing. People are hacking all the time, but there is good things to it, right? So Kickico, another hacking scandal for the blockchain. The hacks are a problem, don't get me wrong, but there's only one way to improve security, and that's to constantly be provided with information on how firewalls and breaches occurred, right? So let's see what happened with Kickico. Let's pull up the info here. Kickico had a security breach that was discovered on July 27, 2018. Hackers were able to gain access to the Kickico smart contracts. They managed to steal around $7.7 million. A lot of money. Wow, jeez. You know, by gaining access to Kickico's smart contracts, the hackers were able to obliterate tokens and 40 user accounts, and recreated replica accounts furnished them with the corresponding tokens. The funds from the blockchain network were permanently destroyed, were not permanently destroyed, but rather transferred or replicated to other existing accounts. The supply of Kickico coin or Kiccoin remained the same. So what they did is they basically got into the smart contracts and deleted almost, right, 40 accounts, and then recreated those accounts with their own control. So they duplicated the information, and that would have then allowed those coins to appear in those accounts, giving them access to the accounts in the simplest terms, which isn't stupid, right? It's a clever move. Members of the Kick community were assured that all tokens would be reimbursed in full. They have since replicated the private key in its cold wallet, and the remaining accounts are secured. The Kickico team posted the following statement: "Thanks to the rapid response of our community and our coordinated team, we were able to regain control over the tokens and prevent further possible losses by replacing the compromised private key with the private key of the cold storage." So that is how they avoided anything bad happening further, rather than what had already been taken. So the conclusion is, while Kickico was fast to respond and to secure the funds for their community members, there is a deep concern amongst the broader blockchain community that these particular hackers were successful in their attempt to find a way to meddle with the smart contracts and steal coins. Now, as I said in the beginning, it wasn't a stupid hack. It was an intelligent move based on simple principles of computing. Interesting to see what will be done to further secure these private keys in future. This is Kickico's article. Read up more about that. Obviously, the link to that is in the description below. right? Mastercard bringing Bitcoin back on cards. I want to celebrate that one, right? We saw that there were cards available at a previous time where you could go and actually spend your cryptocurrency balance using a card, and that was beautiful. I really, really liked that. And obviously, changes occurred where that wasn't really so possible anymore. But it's happening again. Mastercard bringing Bitcoin back on cards. So, blockchain-based assets. This patent will speed up blockchain currencies according to the Mastercard task team, giving cryptocurrency holders a way to use their coins in day-to-day transactions. Tech-savvy investors are still favoring Bitcoin as the coin of choice, and this could lead the way for new, less well-supported cryptocurrencies to start gaining momentum. Seth Eisen, the Senior Vice President of Communications for Mastercard, has fortified the growing need of its customers to have both security and privacy in their transactions. His concern, however, is the length of time a Bitcoin transaction takes. Although FIT transactions are not really faster, they seem to be faster because of centralized control. Storage and processing capability are also issues that require practical solutions. These will be the first aspects to be addressed and tweaked. The upside for Mastercard users who want to use Bitcoin is that this move will allow card holders to instantly pay for items with their cards with a fraction of their cryptocurrency. Love it. Yes, yes, I will celebrate that news. That is really, really, really exciting and opens a whole lot of doors for future development, obviously, right? Coins that aren't Bitcoin, imagine being able to spend your Litecoin with a card, right? But not in a way that we're used to, in a way that is automated, because that is where the future of crypto will go, where systems are automated using the technology and a consumer is able to actually use those services with maybe not being fully aware of the services being delivered in such a way, right? That is the future of cryptocurrency, where you can buy and sell and send and spend and do whatever you need to do, but you don't necessarily need to know how it's done. Just the fact that you can easily control your money and do things that fiat kind of prohibited a little bit, or at least didn't have the functionality available to do, mostly because of stuff like the Swiss banking system and all sorts of stuff like that. Moving on to the next article, right? Iranian government looking to launch national cryptocurrency. Boom! Big things happening in the space. Big things happening in the space. Let's take a look at some of the key points. The Central Bank of Iran and a large number of domestic knowledge-based companies were already working to develop the indigenous cryptocurrency. The move apparently comes in response to US sanctions. Daliri told ISNA that this currency would facilitate the transfer of money to and from anywhere in the world. Besides, it can help us at the time of sanctions. Dalari states that our goal is to guarantee the success of those entering the field and conclude contracts in the field. Very, very cool. The fact that Iran is practically looking to launch their own national cryptocurrency, maybe to kind of avoid US sanctions. There is a lot of pressure going on there. But for Iranian citizens and potentially people looking to operate as a financial business, either online or person to person or business to person, this opens a lot of potential in the future. That is the most recent articles on the Bitcoin Chaser website, all which are beautifully available for you down in the description below, which also has our social links where you can go and follow us on social media, see this news and information coming out live straight to your feed, right? Maybe retweet it, show the love, but very cool, right? So let's quickly go on to another section of the Bitcoin Chaser website, because I feel like we have a little bit of time, you know? It's only been, how long is this going for? It's almost 20 minutes now. So if you've stuck along this long and you're watching offline, warm welcome to you. Be sure to put in your diary, you know, come watch the Bitcoin Chaser live stream, But what we're looking at now is the ICO hub of Bitcoin Chaser, where you can see all sorts of news and information about upcoming and live ICOs, like Ubex, a global decentralized advertising exchange, and Vertex, a unique ecosystem for investors, the community, and ICOs, like an ICO aftermarket. Woo! Right? It's so exciting how much cool stuff's happening in crypto. Furthermore, guys, I want to thank everybody for watching. Be sure to go check out the Bitcoin Chaser ICO Hub in your own time and browse through upcoming and ongoing ICOs as well as ICOs that have been concluded to kind of get yourself a better idea of new ICOs available at the moment. If you're new to crypto, Bitcoin Chaser is the perfect place for you to learn, right? It's the perfect place for you to come and check up-to-date news and information. We release that news and information in such a way that it's easily understandable, and you can obviously share these pieces of news and information and articles and RCOs and all sorts of stuff across all kinds of social media using our built-in social media sharing application. And that is great because you can tell your friends, you know, I'm up to date on crypto. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Please, if you like this video, like the video. If you love this video, subscribe to Bitcoin Chaser. And don't feel afraid to go check out some of our other videos. Some exciting tutorials coming up in the future to help you get a better grasp of new cryptocurrency applications available online. Be sure to check that out. See you guys in the next video. From BroKaine and Bitcoin Chaser, we wish you a lovely weekend. Cheers, everyone. Bye-bye.